players are ready. Everyone's set to drop the puck on this EASHL club matchup. Lot of bounce on both blue lines here, and we are about set to drop the puck here at center. And here we go. The puck is dropped, and we are underway. Moves it over to Brady. All alone! Oh, and that goes sideways.
Yeah, it's a tough look, James, and a missed opportunity. It's not often that you get in all alone. At the very least, you got to make the goaltender make a save.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Jordan's got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Finley's moving the puck through his own zone. Albany's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. And that one's stopped. Albany's got the puck. And we'll reset things after that icing. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone.
Puck possession right off the draw, James, against a very tired group who just iced the puck, leads to an opportunity.
Heyman stick handling in his own zone. Albany's got the puck behind the net. Here's a save by Wagner. Scooped up along the wall by McFray. They've got numbers. Sends the feed in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop.
Dialed in right now. Just have a look at that last save. I mean, he had to be moving extremely well in his crease to be able to get to position to make that save.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Still looking for our first goal. Puck Nation's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. And he gets in the lane to block that. Lehman's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Jordan's won it in their own end. And he takes the feed. With possession along the wall. And that's intercepted by Brady. Shakes the defender. He's on a breakaway. Makes a save. Gets a piece of it with the glove.
Lehman's been outstanding. I mean, he gets to position to be able to make that point-blank save.
St. Paul's got possession of the puck. The Eagles move the puck in the defensive zone. Puck Nation's got control of it now from their own end. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender. Delayed penalty coming up here. And that goes off the player in front. Whistle blown, stopping the play. Kessel's getting 2 for interference here. He's off to the box.
I think this is a pretty easy call. I mean, you can't get in the way of someone without the puck and impede on their forward movement.
Well, this gives us our first chance to take a look at the team's power play unit.
Well, the first goal of the game can certainly create the momentum that can last throughout the game, James. You know the stats. This one's on the power play. If they can convert on it, it's a good sign.
Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage. Shot! That's blocked away. Rips it and rips it! Let's go! Right with the man advantage, and they make it click.
There's only certain players that can pull this off, James, and he is one of them. You know that puck is coming to him all the time, but somehow he manages to still get it off.
Puck Nation's done a nice job staying with their game, and it finally pays off here, Cheryl, with a goal.
Yeah, when you trust the process and you stay to task, this is exactly what happens. You have execute. Now you got to build on it. You got to find a way to get another one and continue on with consistency.
Albany's got it in their own zone. Shot! That's blocked by Wagner. St. Paul's got the puck in the defensive end. Look out, here they come on the attack. Albany's got a hold of it against the wall. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. And he easily stops that one. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Jordan's going to head to the sin bin, roughing the call.
Well, the PK unit can certainly reset the momentum in this game if they're able to kill it off. Their team is trailing by 1. They want to keep it within reach. If they can do it, they will gain some momentum in this.
Moves it quickly over to Kessel. St. Paul's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Sends a pass over. Lays the body into that play. Oh, how about that for sacrifice?
Well, on a PK, you have to sacrifice, and I love the way that he gets out there aggressively and makes sure that that shot does not get to the net.
Here's a short pass to Brady. Picks off the pass. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Oh, he throws down an intergalactic hit there.
And they have to be keeping their heads up here. I mean, you know exactly what he's going to be doing when he gets on the ice. He's throwing a ton of hits so far.
Jordan's now out of the box, and we are back to even strength.
Well, that power play needs to have more urgency. All perimeter movement. Someone has to pay the price and get to the most coveted spot on the ice, and that is right in front of the tender.
Picked up along the wall by Amon. Puck picked up by McTray. Blocked in front. Handles the puck at the point. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. Well, look at this, Cheryl. Here we go. The parade is officially underway.
It certainly is, and everyone in the building, you can hear the crowd just jeering with their frustration, including everyone on the bench, completely deflated right now.
A non-stop procession with the penalty box for the home team. Jordan's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Slips by the kick. Gives them nothing in front.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
Amon's ready for the draw on this man advantage. St. Paul's won the face-off deep in their own end. Moves it to Amon. To the front! And he elects to explore his options. Puck Nations on the attack. Takes the feed at the point. From the slot, fires away. Shuts him down.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it, with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Big time stop there. 5 seconds to go. Gets in front of it. And with that, the first period comes to an end. Both teams will have a chance to get a breather, and they'll be back on the ice with period number 2 in not too long. Both teams with a chance to recharge and refresh, and this second period about set to get underway. St. Paul's going to have to work quickly here on this man advantage if they hope to strike.
Kessel's almost ready to get back on the ice.
Albany's PK unit comes up clutch.
Body language says it all, James. Have a look at the unit here. Every single one of them deflated. They know that they needed to score, and this is the expectation of the power play, and they go back to the bench with their heads facing their skates.
And that's taken away in the offensive end by Amon. Takes the shot. They score! step. The rebound there to be had. And they made no mistake about tucking that one home. Puck Nation's got to be feeling good about how their game is going tonight, extending the lead to 2.
And I think there's a bit of relief here, James. I mean, when you've been peppering the goaltender all night long and you're not being rewarded for it, sometimes it can go the other way, but they execute on that one and they give themselves a cushion.
Fantastic save!
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Stopped by the goaltender.
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got out and challenged right away to make the save.
He stopped it! Oh, he stopped it!
Oh, he's like a rubber band, James. I thought he was out of the net, but he finds his way back in to make that save.
Albany's got a hold of the puck. Return pass. And he sidesteps the check there. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. And that goes wide. Slides the puck ahead to Buttersworth. And that's intercepted by Kessel. And he came up with a solid stop on that play. Here we go. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here now in the O-zone. Puck grab by Brady. Loose puck and he's in alone. Makes the save.
Oh, and this is a great save, James. The goaltender gets to the top of the crease, makes himself look huge, and is extremely aggressive to be able to make that stop.
And a great save. The Eagles have it now. Quick pass to Jordan. Puck exits the zone. Taken along the wall by Kessel. Toss it up at center.
Puck Nation's working hard in all areas of the ice. Defense is structure, and it needs to happen in all 3 zones when you're talking about stick positioning.
Puck away.
Amon's really struggling.
Oh, what a save!
Not much to say after that one, James. I'm actually at a loss for words. That was huge.
Oh, he's cooking now. The Eagles carry it along the wall. And that's a smart heads-up play by McCray. Looks to get the puck over to Kessel. Throws it on net from there. Denied that one. St. Paul's got it in their own zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. St. Paul's got it across the line. Oh, look at the pass. The Eagles will play it in their own end. St. Paul's got the puck along the boards. Takes a shot. Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Picked up along the boards by McCray. And he slides it quickly to Finley. Sends it out in front. He scores! What a goal!
They bend, but they don't break here, James. This is a 200-foot play. When you take care of business in your own end, it ends up going the other way. It is something that coaches look for. How you defend, how you can turn pucks over and get going north. They capitalize, they execute, and they wind up on the score sheet.
St. Paul's got the puck. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Skates in behind the cage. Back to the point it goes. Excellent stick work on the play. And that's picked off at the defensive end. Takes it to the front. Oh, denies them with the paddle save. Here's a backhand. Oh, he had it beat, but it goes off the inside post.
Albany's working hard, even they're down just a bunch of goals in this one, but they need something. They need a spark, and I'll tell you what isn't a spark when it goes off the post.
Great pressure to force the turnover. 40 minutes down, still another 20 to go here in this one. Join us for period number 3 next. they are ready to drop the puck on period number 3. 20 minutes to go here in regulation of what has been a very one-sided affair. All right, Cheryl, let's get your thoughts on what you've seen through 2 periods of play.
Albany's game hasn't been nearly effective enough in all 3 zones to do any type of damage, James. In their own zone, they're disconnected. Through the neutral zone, there's no speed. And when they get in the offensive zone, they're turning it over. All 3 of those things don't equate to a successful game.
Transit front, scores, and they're on the board here late.
Finally, late in the game, they're able to convert on some opportunities. Listen, if you're around the net long enough, you will finally get it. Well, he's going to get an A for effort on this goal, James, no question about it. He retrieves, his nose is in on it, and then he has a knack for the net to finish it off.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Albany's still behind the 8 balls. They trail by 2 goals. And now he moves it to Brady. Handles the puck. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one, because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Moves into the slot. Oh, breaks it off the outside of the iron. Thought he had the corner, but clearly not.
Albany's starting to generate more chances, and this is exactly what you want. When the game is close, you have to find a way to get it back to equal. This one goes off the pipe, but they can't get frustrated. Just continue to pump away and generate those opportunities.
Knocked away. Quick feed to Gill. Puts it on net. There's a save using his chest on the play. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. It's a 2-goal lead we're looking at with the score 3-1. Jordan's won the draw there on the attack. Turned aside with the glove by Wagner.
Jordan's been outstanding tonight, James. Multiple puck touches all around the net. I mean, his underlying metrics are going to be off the charts, including his expected goals. He finally gets one. You can see that body language certainly changed. He's had the puck on his stick all game long.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. Finley's got the puck in his own zone. From center, he's got a step. Scores! Breakaway with authority!
I love that he doesn't panic when he's in on the goaltender here, James. He's patient, waits to see what he's given, and takes it.
St. Paul's offense continues to shine here in this 3rd period.
Well, this has got to be a dream for a coach. You know that they're telling their team in the intermission to make sure they stay to business, stay to task, stay focused. And that's exactly what they've done, and they've just hammered their opponent.
Puck Nation's got a hold of it along the wall. Brady's going to play the puck behind the cage. Oh, so close, but an even better defensive stop.
Well, I love the attempt here at the Michigan, but when you're below the goal line, there's 2 things you have to be aware of. How much time and how much space you have, and he didn't have either, so it clearly wasn't the right choice.
Loses the coverage there. Here's a shot, and kept that one out of the net.
Wagner's been really sharp tonight, James, and then just have a look at his save percentage, and he's making the stops that he needs to. But man, his team's played well. They've got going north, they've created opportunities, and the reason why they have a healthy lead.
Misses the net.
You got to get a shot on that, James. You get in tight, you have an opportunity in that scoring area, and you don't even get a shot on that. Not good enough.
Shuts him down. Now you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Big face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, after that last shift with sustained pressure, you know that the goaltender is fatigued. You got to find ways to get pucks to the net.
Puck Nation's got possession here in their own end. Slides it diagonally to Brady. Passes over to Amon. Here's a chance to the middle. And it goes off a stick and off target. Scott's got the puck now here inside his own defensive zone. He's looking to break out of their own end. He grabs the puck here at the point. It's a contact sport, people. There's proof right there. Big time stop there. Trying to get it out of danger. And clearing attempt is a big success on that play. And that's deflected. Carries it in. Has That's a great heads-up play by Brady.
Puck Nation's been reading their opponents so well, knowing exactly what they're going to do. The scouting report has certainly worked its way into this game. They're just shutting down everything.
A game of inches, and he puts it off the outside of the post.
Puck Nation's been finding the net all game long, and this one found the post. It didn't hit the back of the net, but